What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So in today's video, we're taking a look at an episode of the series Loot from 100 Runs, a series where I'm going through like dungeons and raids. I farm it 100 times and I keep everything of interest or value, and then I make these videos showing you guys firstly how I farmed it and then how much gold I made doing it 100 times. And in today's video, we got the dungeon Zul'Farrak. So before we take a look at that, massive thank you for all the support on the 0 to 10 million gold guide. This is a digital gold guide that you can easily open up on your computer. It features the best tactics and methods that I personally use in order to achieve hundreds of millions of gold. The best part about it is the fact that it comes with a lifetime of free updates, meaning that you just got to get it once, and then it doesn't matter if there's a new patch to the game or a brand new expansion. I update the gold guide with the new best methods, and then I send that updated version to your email automatically, completely for free. So make sure to check it out with the link down below in the description. Use the discount code STUDENT for 50% off, and that also counts for both the Cataclysm gold guide and also the brand new Mist of Pandaria Classic gold guide. So if you're playing a Classic or planning on playing Mist of Pandaria Classic when that comes out, definitely check those out as well. Now, I always start by showing you guys the route, like how I farm Zul'Farrak, and or the dungeon that I'm making a video on. Zul'Farrak is a very simple one. Like, you can't really go wrong. The map layout is pretty simple. You do reach one crossroads right here. We can go right or left. It doesn't really matter which way you go. I always, for some reason, go to the right though, but if a lot of people go to the left as well. And a lot of people are also farming the dungeon by pulling the entire dungeon and then killing the mobs at the end. However, if you step on like obstacles like these skulls and stuff like that, sometimes the mobs are gonna bug out and they're gonna evade, and that's so frustrating when you think you've pulled the entire dungeon and you're about to walk out of the dungeon and you notice that half the dungeon actually evaded and ran back. Now, I don't go out of my way to kill these mobs up in the mountains. I just follow like the main path of the dungeon itself. I also don't go into Antusol, like this area. I do, however, always kill all of these scarabs. Like, I take the full route around and I make sure that I get all of these scarabs, because like the amount of epics and good loot I've had from these scarabs is absolutely insane. So I always clear out every single one of them in this room. I don't necessarily go out of my way to kill a scarab, even though it's on the path to that I'm going, but still. Now, this is my favorite room. It is worth looting the graves as well. Like, you can just click in without looting them and the mobs will spawn, but you can actually get some decent items from the grave loot itself. So always make sure that you're looting all of the graves while you're at it. It's going to summon a bunch of mobs, which makes this a lot of fun. This is why, like, my favorite part of Zul'Farrak is actually killing these mobs right here. So get all of these, loot them. Now, I don't loot when I do this run, but it's just because I'm showing you guys how I'm running the dungeon. But yeah, normally you would always kill and loot constantly. So clear all of these guys. I don't kill the bosses right here. I don't go up the stairs and unlock the guys in the cages. It's just not worth the time for like, you can't loot all of the mobs running up to the stair. So it's just pointless and not worth the time, in my opinion. Now, the only boss that is worth killing is going to be this next one, because he actually drops the only good item that's specifically from Zul'Farrak, like meaning that it can drop in Zul'Farrak and Zul'Farrak only. And that is by clicking this gong of Zul'Farrak, summoning Gazrilla. And the reason why you want to do that is because you want to get yourself this one, the ancient design for the square holders. Now, if you haven't seen that item before, that kind of makes sense, as it was an item that was added to the game at a later time, like in Dragonflight. as the item hasn't been in the game for like over 10 years. But now it's back in the game and it's craftable, and that design can only drop from this guy, Gasrilla. Now, you don't need to have any professions in order to get this to drop, so you don't have to worry about that. But I always kill him and loot him in case I will get the design. For some reason, I always I think it's worth killing this pack of 4 mobs. Like, you got plenty of time doing this, so just make sure. Like, for some people, it also makes sense to go out of your way to kill some of the mobs like up in the mountain right here, because you got the time to do so. The most important thing is that you kill the most amount of mobs possible within the 6-minute time that you have, because 10 runs an hour at 6 minutes each is going to allow you to do the runs without taking any breaks whatsoever. So once I reach this point, there's no point in porting out of the dungeon. I just simply walk out of the dungeon, and then I vendor, reset the dungeon, run back in, and do the exact same thing again. But now we're going to talk about the fun stuff. How much gold did I actually make, and what did I get, and what could you get, right? So the reason why people are farming this is mainly because open world drops, as I'm recording this video at least, is currently bugged. It's very hard to get the item in this loot table in the open world. They just won't drop off mobs after killing for like 2 minutes. So you can get popular items like the Glorious set. I got the helmet, the shoulders, and the boots. You can also get the Bloodlust set. And the Bloodlust set right here, you can get the Blood Forged items as well. Both unique appearance sets. You can get the Jade set, which is can be very good. It really depends on your realm. You can get the Vanguard set. And you can get really good epic items. Like myself, I got the Blood Racer, the Cruel Blade, and the Eye of Flame. But you can get like Tibu, Blade of Hannah, Destiny, Skull Flame Shield. Like, you can get really big items. I also managed to get Transmute Water to Undeath ×2. I got myself 1 Ancient Design for the Square Holder. It's not that valuable. That being said, there is rare elites in the dungeons, in the dungeon at the fountain right here, that drops items that are specific from that guy. They're really bad. I only keep the Bloodletter Scalpel, which is a unique appearance weapon, and I got myself 5 of those. So if we use this add-on like Bag Appraiser and we put it at the region market value average, which is the average price across the entire EU between every realm, I'm sitting at items of a value of 1.7 million gold. But, I mean, the Transmute Water to Undeath is 780,000 gold alone, right? Because they have a stupidly high market value. But even if we take those away, we're still at 1 million gold value. So, definitely not bad. It's also a decent dungeon to fill up the auction house with a bunch of different unique appearance items and fast, like high sell rate items as well. And it's actually just getting better and better because people can't efficiently farm these items in the open world anymore. So Zul'Farrak, who used to be the king, the daddy of dungeons for transmog farming, is finally back at it again, and we'll see how long it's going to last and how good it's going to be become before Blizzard, hopefully, at some point fixes world drops. But that was pretty much it for today's video. So if you have a suggestion of what dungeon I should do next, please let me know down below in the comment section. And if you already have the different gold guides and you're happy with them, highly suggest you to check out the VIP Discord as well. Once you join in, you'll be able to view all of my YouTube videos before they go public on YouTube, giving you a slight advantage. You also get your hands on exclusive gold tips. There's multiple spreadsheets for gold making. You get to see my investments for stuff as player housing, upcoming patches, upcoming expansions, and you're together with like-minded people who like sharing their failures, their successes. We like to play on the alphas and the betas to find the new best farms before everyone knows about it, and much, much more. But that will be linked also together with the gold guides down below in the description. I appreciate you all watching, and I will see you all back in at tomorrow's video. But until then, bye-bye.